vom selben Stern. Ich kann deinen Herzschlag hören.
Ich und Ich with From selben Stern. The single spent 38 weeks in the charts. Hammer by Culcha Candela shot straight to #1 in 2007. And last year, Udo Lindenberg's comeback CD gave him his first ever #1 album. 3 hits, 1 man at the mixing board, producer Andreas Herbig. It was here in Hamburg that his career began, with a chance meeting that changed his life.
I sat up front in a small studio making music, then somebody knocked, the door opened, and there stood Udo Lindenberg. That must have been 1988. Then he came in and said, "That sounds pretty cool. Can you do something like that for me?" At first I couldn't believe what was happening. Then he listened some more and said that he found it kind of cool somehow, and he asked if I could do a song in that style for him.
After that, things really took off as top artists began asking Andreas Herbig to work with them. His big international breakthrough came in 2000 with the Norwegian pop trio Aha.
Aha was a pretty nerve-wracking experience. That's because the band never really asked me to do a record with them. I was having success in Germany, and I was pretty well known among the record companies. Aha had been trying to make a comeback album for 2 years, and they just couldn't get it together. So somebody from the German record label said, "Hey, what about that crazy guy in Hamburg? Maybe we could send him to Norway. He might be able to pull it off."
And pull it off he did. Aha's comeback album sold more than 2 million copies and shot to #1 in Germany and Norway.
I'm basically the first consumer of an album. And when a band comes to me like Juli or Reamonn did back then, they play me their songs. Bands are totally sold on their own music, which is a good thing, but they don't have any distance to their music at all. So it's good when someone else is there to give them a few tips.
Thanks to tips from Andreas Herbig, H-Blockx went gold with their very first album in 1994. No wonder the band from Münster became regular guests in Herbig's studio. He also produced their cover single, Celebrate Youth.
Looking in a child's face, there's no pride, no disgrace, there's no struggle, there's no fight.
Alles klar, ich habe das Playback drüben, ich fahre das mal ab und dann gucken wir mal. Ne?
British newcomer Duncan Townsend is in Herbig's studio recording his debut album.
Mess me up, my darling. Do you know what you do? You turn me round inside. You take me off in circles.
He's among the many who trust the German producer's ear.
The special thing about Andreas Herbig, I would say, is his grand perspective. He sees everything with great vision and can picture exactly how it should sound, so that all of the tracks on an album, say, they have this through line and they mix together and they fit together.
So let me go, my darling.
Andreas Herbig often reaches back to previous generations for inspiration.
I don't want to hide.
I often listen to a lot of older rock and pop music. There's a lot of great stuff that sounds great because the sound quality wasn't that good. You can listen to it anyway, and it makes you realize there is no perfect sound.
But that doesn't stop producer Andreas Herbig from trying, and it might just result in yet another successful album.
Because of nothing.